Let's do some quick fiddle before we start the magic product review today. Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am FiddlinJonny, and this is my fiddle channel, but also magic product review. And you all have ESP already, so I know that you know I am reviewing Eclipse, released by the 1914 and a Dee Christopher release. This is an ESP routine, or I should say routines. Anyway, stick around and I will get right into this review. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So glad that you are here. Happy New Year to all of you. Hope that your holiday season was great. I am hoping that 2022 is the best year ever for all of you. And that it's a great year for you as your magic expands, as you learn more routines and play around with different products. All right, we're doing Eclipse today. But before we get into Eclipse, I have to share this with you. I just got done taping this 2 times already, this review. And I finally got on my second take what I really liked, and then realized that I had forgotten to turn on the microphone. And so the perfect take you'll never see because it has no sound. So hopefully this will be good as that one, and I've turned on the sound this time. It's always important if you're going to do a review for that to be. All right, more information than you probably want. Let's talk about Eclipse. All right, Eclipse is released by the 1914 and is a product by Dee Christopher, and it is an ESP deck. So ESP is used for mind reading, and that's what this product is. It is the heart of doing routines with an ESP cards and doing mind reading effects, essentially. So that's what the ESP or what Eclipse is at the heart of it. There are 6 different routines that you're going to learn on this. You'll see them when you look at ad copy, what each one of those routines are. They are accurate in their description of what those routines are. And some things I like about the 6 different routines here is that it is everything from using the marked cards that you receive to doing routines that don't require the marking system at all, and also includes sort of a neat or a fun serial number reveal on top of it. So you've got sort of a variation on the types of routines that you can do with this deck. All right, let's talk a little bit, since we're talking about the deck. What do you get? All right, well, inside this tuck case, and this is the tuck case, it's sort of a nice little small tuck case, which I really actually like. It doesn't have any markings on it. I can put all the cards in here, throw it into my breast pocket jacket, and I am ready to go. In there, you're going to get 25 regular ESP cards. And when I mean regular ESP cards, I'm talking about marked ESP cards. You're going to get 25 of those, but in addition to that, you're going to get 2 that are, let me grab the right one, 2 cards that are double facers there, and then you're also going to get a double backer. And you're going to get this card here, which has all 5, I don't know if you can see that, all 5 symbols on it. And on the back, you're going to get a reveal that you can do. So those are the different types of cards that you're getting in here. And when I say 25 cards, you know that there's 5 symbols that are typically used for the ESP symbols. So essentially you get that repeating 5 times. So you could, if you only wanted to use 5 and you give your buddies 5 and another person 5, you could and be on your way. But I'm not recommending that, because you can use all these cards for the routines that are in this package. So not only are you going to get the ESP cards, the tuck case, you're also going to get 9 separate streaming videos. They're going to cover everything from what is the marking system to the routines themselves in this process and how to string them all together. So you're also going to get a marking system cheat sheet, which you can download. And this is my humble opinion. After 1 minute of watching the tutorial of how what the marking system is, you'll learn it. It's that easy, and you'll probably never have to refer back to the cheat sheet ever again. All right. Important in this is like, how are the instructions and how is the gimmick? So let's start with how are the instructions. The instructions are fine. They're good. You're going to see Dee Christopher do each one of the 6 routines, and he's going to perform it with a real person. He's in a predominantly white room with a white table, very ambient in that way in terms of it's a white room. And he'll do each routine, and after he's done performing it for a real person, and it's, you know, it's not like cut up, you're seeing the full performance, it will then break to both Dee Christopher and Louis Laval in an all sort of black, very dark room with a fog machine going at times to create some dark ambient experience there. I appreciate the direction they're attempting with that. And the two of them will go through the method for the routine. And a nice job is done here with Louis Laval. And that Louis Laval is you as the purchaser or spectator who has questions along the way as Dee Christopher goes through the method and how to perform it. I thought they structured that really well, in that Louis Laval added value with the questions that he asked. And he also added some additional ideas for the routining, which I thought were of value and worth. Craig Petty recently put out a release with Beyond Stebbins. I thought it's a great product, to be honest. But he had a very similar setup where he has a buddy of his who sits there and sort of supposed to be, I think, you know, add additional questions, additional content, and it was not very valuable. This, on the other hand, hits the mark for this release. So that's a nice thing about the instructions that you're going to get. And then also in this tutorial, Dee Christopher is going to go through, essentially, if you want to use this as a full performance in a box, which he says probably is about a 25-minute performance, he'll walk through each routine in order in terms of how you want to structure them and in which order you want to perform those, which I thought was actually a nice touch as well. Ultimately, look, the instructions are good. The quality of the teaching is good, and the conditions in which the cameras and all that stuff is just fine. But the gimmick, let's talk about the gimmick, because that is super important here. So some of this here is subjective, but let's begin with the cards themselves. They are advertised as being plastic coated, and I'll bring this up to you here just so that you can see them, that they are plastic coated cards. The truth is, these feel just like good normal playing cards to me. Like if I have a normal pack, bicycle pack deck, they feel like that and feel really good. When I saw that the ad copy said that they were plastic coated, when I think about the other plastic coated decks that I have, they don't have that feel. And that's not a negative thing. I'm just saying that they just feel good and normal. The nice thing about the plastic coating is that if you're performing in a situation where, you know, they're going to get gross and dirty, you can just simply wipe them off, and they're more durable in that respect. Let's also talk about the marking system on here. So the marking system is ridiculously easy to read. And I would add that once you know the marking system and see how it works, that you will be able to perform miracles with these. It is a natural question, I believe, for you to ask, won't your spectator notice the marking system? And I would have to say definitively, no. Your spectator will not notice the markings on these cards. I think if they notice the markings on the card, it is you as the performer who needs to improve your performance and your routine, so that they should never question that they're marked. They should walk away with the perspective that you have ESP. So the marking system, I think, is beautiful, is ridiculously easy to read, but your spectators will not notice what the marking system is. I've been using these in performance with people, and not once have I had anyone even question that they are marked cards. So I have a pretty strong opinion about that, even though you might be having your magician hat on, your magician thinking, and you're looking at the backs of those cards and go, well, I can see that from a mile away. One, that's great, because you could do some great more distance reveals, but from a performance perspective, if you're doing it correctly, they should not suspect that that is the case. All right, so I'm talking about the cards, and the one thing I would have to say is, and this should probably go into my cons section, I don't know that I love the back design, to be honest. This is the double backer. And on this back design, it's okay. It does its job, but do I love it? No. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter in terms of this back design, because again, it goes to performance. If you are doing a really good performance, nobody's going to be going, oh, those were kind of ugly cards that FiddlinJonny was using. They should walk away with going, damn, I don't know, he can't really read minds, can he? It seems like it. And that's what you want. And despite that I don't love the back design, ultimately they do their job, and it's up to me as the performer for it to really go well. All right, let's talk about what is the skill level. The skill level is absolute beginner. You should be able to perform many of these routines within minutes after learning it. It's that simple. And despite the simplicity of it, you can be a worker and a professional and use these cards as well, because the effects that are taught, I think, can work for any worker out there. And if you're a beginner and you've never done any ESP routines, there are no sleights that you're going to have to learn in here that are knuckle busting, any of that. And you don't have any angle issues that you have to worry about. It is really straightforward and easy to perform right out the gate. All right, let's talk about what are the pros, which I've already hit a lot of them already. It's a beautiful marking system and easy to learn and read. The quality of the cards is great for cards and should last you a good long time. I think there's a lot of routines here, so that you don't have to do all 6 routines. If you like just one, just perform 1 routine or perform 3, whatever your preference is, so you have a lot of choice of different routines with these cards. And the fact if you want to do a full 25-minute performance, you could do that as well. I like these that they're also what I would consider everyday carry. If you want to carry ESP cards around with you, it's small, compact, and will go with you anywhere that you want to. I also think ESP routines for me are just fun routines, because you really want to create the sense that you are a mind reader. And I think with these cards, as long as you're a good performer, you can do that and pull that off. All right, I only have the one con. I've already mentioned it before. I didn't love the back design, but I still like the marking system. All right, what does this cost? So in the United States, this cost $40. Now, I have to say, the perfect price point for me would have been like $30. Once I get to the $40 level, I think, okay, do I want to spend the money, $40? Is $40 okay? I think for a lot of decks these days that are marked, you can expect to pay $40. So for me, they'll pay for themselves in no time, but they're $40 US. You have to sort of determine how you feel about the price point. But I know I'll be using these. I will probably continue to use these as my ESP cards. When they wear out, I'll probably just buy new ones, to be honest, of the exact same deck, because I like them that much. All right, who's going to like this? Well, already you should know that by now. If you're a mentalist, if you're interested in doing mentalism, boom, this is right in that alley. Any mentalist will like this, and I think any mentalist who's doing walk around, this is great for, and I think for parlor or small group, small stage, ideal for in either of those situations, plays well in that regard. All right, that's pretty much all I have. I hope that was helpful. If you've purchased Eclipse, add your thoughts in the comments in terms of maybe things I didn't say or mention, or maybe where you disagree with me. I really want our comment section here to be helpful for somebody who's coming here and considering it, and they can get information even just from the comment section. So thank you for adding to the comments. I really do appreciate it. Or if you have questions, leave them there as well. And another big thing, if you have not subscribed, you're new here and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe. I'm not going away. I'm here every single week doing a review of the latest releases. And sometimes old releases too. So I hope you'll subscribe. Hit the like button. It really does help. I know that all of us folks on YouTube say hit that like button. If you can hit it, it's really appreciated. So, all right. like, subscribe, comment. Thank you, everyone. I am FiddlinJonny, and remember to keep fiddling around with your magic. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.